Hey Tia. Hey Liddy B.
Betty.
Hey,
I wasn't sure if you were there or not.
no, I'm here for a change. I got 28%. I'm sitting
Look
on a
at you.
bootleg charger.
Your phone ain't gonna know what to do with 28%.
Ain't gonna know.
It's gonna be like, let's run all the apps.
It's got 2 and 8. It's gonna know what to do at the same time. Hey everybody.
Hi, Miss Cheryl. Hi, everybody.
Hey Miss Cheryl. Hey Auntie's backyard.
Oh, hi, Aunt Tia's backyard. I didn't even see you. My mom.
Tia, how you been? Miss Cheryl, how you been?
Hey, GT.
Hey GT.
Oh, we know how GT been.
Hi, Mike.
Hey Mike.
Mike, what's
Okay,
on the menu today? You always gotta ask Mike what he cooking up.
Listen, because Friday he was cooking. I was like, I don't cook on Friday, Mike. He was cooking.
I cooked yesterday. I put some stuff in the crock pot yesterday, but we actually didn't eat it. We went to that Mexican place.
I saw.
And it was good.
Yeah. Mike was making, I think he was roasting or doing roasted or rotisserie chicken that he was going to make some bone broth.
Nice.
He was doing a lot on a Friday.
Mike is doing stuff. You always got to ask him, what is he doing? He be in that kitchen cooking it up for the missus. Hey, you Groro.
Hey, you Groro. Auntia said, I've been getting by. Good to see you all. Good to see you too. Good to see you.
All right, y'all. So I titled it We Need to Talk because I ain't got nothing to talk about. Talk about how hot it is in Texas for no reason at all.
And it still is.
I know you got the memo.
Manage, how you even are able to function in October in almost 100-degree weather. We went shopping. Wasn't no coats, wasn't no sweaters. It was swimsuits, tank tops, shorts.
The people were wearing outside.
I pulled out the hoodie today.
The hoodie been out. The hoodie has been out. Now it might come off, but the hoodie been out. Mike said, I had pizza. I'm lazy. I cooked a lot this weekend.
That's not lazy. I made pizza for my daughter today as well.
We ordered pizza.
I didn't order it. I had some pizza kits. I don't even remember where I got it from. Maybe Sam's or Costco. It had the crust and the sauce. And I always
wanted to try
they sell that. I only bought them from school. They sell that in grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like a medium-sized probably pizza. It's a nice size.
Mike said it's cold there. He got the heat on.
Oh yeah. He's in he's in Minnesota. Lord. Hey, Miss Sue.
Hi, Miss Sue. How you doing? Miss Cheryl said, I think the hoodie will be in the morning. Okay. Yeah, it's cold. We don't have the heat on.
Me neither.
But we got the heaters out.
Me too. So at night when I go to bed, if it's chilly in there, I will turn the heat on. It's minus temperature control, like remote. The heat is just just one of them low floor heaters. And then when it hits that temperature to cut off, it'll cut back on if it drops below that. And that's what we use for now. And
Mike
then when
it's 45 degrees.
It's our low is 41 tonight, Mike. It's probably 52. It was 52 when I was talking to Lydia about 20 minutes ago about it.
We've had all years the temperature control when I wore that one out. We've got like the little ceramic ones, but for the last year and plus, we've been using the infrared heater.
I was gonna say the fire. Lydia, you got 27% more. Come back.
You girl,
you got the heat on, girl. No, ma'am. Now, one thing, I'm weird. I don't like to be hot or cold, but I can sacrifice. See, that's why I prefer when people always like, would you prefer to be somewhere that's really, really hot or somewhere that's really, really cold? Put me to the cold, because guess what I can do in the cold? I can layer up.
Now, see, I do like the hot because I feel like I can take off the clothes.
You can't go past naked and it still be hot. No, ma'am.
GT said 45. So let me tell you about this trip to Texas. We went to Texas, drove my truck, 2017 truck. It was fine, no issues. And it was Sunday. We had the oil change, which we've gone to the same place to get an oil change before. Went and got the oil change, went over his sister's house, and stayed the rest of the evening there. We did top off and gas and everything. So Monday morning, we were ready to hit the road. Monday morning, it was all foggy and stuff. So we had the heat on. It was about 6:30 maybe. Had the heat on. Right as we get to Houston, we go to turn the air on because now it's kicking. My air would not work. The air in my truck stopped working in Houston, Texas on the highway. And we drove about 18 hours with no air. We had the windows down. I always wear sport bras, so I just took off my shirt. Marcus had some shorts on. Mimi had shorts and the tank top. It was fine. Like the air from the highway was fine, but I was driving and we got leather seats and I was sticking to them seats.
When you say the air from the highway, you mean the windows were down?
The windows were down. The windows were down.
That sounds like common folk.
I feel so common. Because you be driving and you see people with their windows down. I'd be like, y'all know y'all need some air in that car. I felt so seen.
They be having them little fans that stuck on their roof, on the dashboard.
And then Marcus he always goes to Loves or Pilots because he gets points because he's a truck driver. I'm like, y'all got the portable air conditioners.
I'm so done. Hey, David.
Hey, David. At one point, because I always have like a cup of ice water when I'm driving, at one point I ran out of the water. I grabbed ice and was like sticking it on top. Marcus was rubbing my back. But as we went on, like we got to Arkansas, it started to cool down. We got to Missouri, it started to cool down. By the time we hit Illinois, about 1:00 in the morning. Oh, we had our blankets out. We still kept the windows cracked to get some air rotating in there.
What a relief!
Would you say?
What a relief!
What a
relief it was!
What a relief it was! Hey, Miss Felicia.
Hey, Miss Felicia.
What GT said, I am common, folks. My wife don't like it. We in Alaska.
You were going to pick up. I was being funny, though. GT, I would never look at I am common folk. Although my air is working, but I am common folk.
And usually I don't have my air on because it gets cold. I just want to have the windows down. But on the highway, it's too much air.
Listen, I would feel some kind of way. I absolutely will. That's why I said I would rather be somewhere that's too cold than somewhere that's too hot. I'm never, when this time, as soon as the weather starts breaking in the spring, I will flip back and forth between heat and air. As soon as it feels like it's going to be hot, air.
Yeah, I'm okay with because Marcus is usually hot, so he usually keeps the air on, which is fine. I'll just go to a room and turn my little space heater on. And like you said, usually in the evening, I'll turn it on, get to chill out the air. And in the morning, I'll turn it on, get to chill out the air, turn it back off.
So I just want to add to this that air won't air when I visit in August.
No, it wasn't. But remember, it came back on, so we didn't know what it was. So when Lydia came in August, I got the car back in May, April. When Lydia came in August, it threw some warning sign on the thing, and the air wasn't working. And Marcus was like, "You might just need your air recharge."
No,
and we were going to go.
Marcus came and picked us up, and we abandoned that car and drove inside.
We did, though. He came and got us.
Yep. Yep. So he thought, well, I'll take it to get recharged. But then when I took Lydia to the airport on Sunday, the air was working fine.
The air was airing.
Look,
I
I was
don't
like,
go anywhere. I go to work, go home, go to work, go home. So I thought, well, maybe I just like overheated it or something. So even when we were coming back from Texas, I was like, this is a long drive. Maybe, it's just doing something. It was the thermostat. We got it fixed now. But, honey.
hey, when I got in that car and it was warm that day going back, and I was like, let's just try it. And then it was working. Like, oh, the air conditioner came back on. I'm like, oh, false alarm. Maybe we did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that car said no. You
Yeah.
drove me more than normal. You took Lydia all downtown, roundabout, all here, driving me here, driving me there. You don't put, 100 miles on me in one day. I'm over it.
Also, I have a feeling my car is an introvert like I am. It's okay going home. It's okay going to work. But you want to put some extra miles on it. It'd be like, wait a minute.
Lydia sucked up all the air. So when I got there, it was no longer working.
Sure won't work.
GT,
I can hear her, but she's really, it sounds like you underwater, Lydia.
I'm an air set. Yeah, she sound like that because her earbuds probably.
Mm-hmm. She gonna do a reset.
Yeah.
But we got home at like 6 o'clock, like right at 6 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday morning. I let the dogs out, fed them, did the thing, slept. Slept. It was about 3:30 before I woke up. For 2 days, I did because I didn't have to go back to work till Thursday. And I slept. I still feel like lagged. And we always drive to Texas, so I always give myself an extra day to rest because I do the majority of the driving. But I think between the driving, because I drove from Texas to Illinois, there I drove all the way there, but we took 2 days. And we drove all the way back straight through. So I drove from Texas to Illinois. But I think between the driving and the heat, honey.
Yeah. In Texas to Illinois, you was almost home.
Girl. And I still be trying to what it was when it got dark. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, I can't see around that corner. I don't know if when I round that bend, it's gonna be a deer, it's gonna be a man. So he was like, I'll drive. I was like, I got it.
See,
but we switched over, and I fell asleep. Usually I don't sleep, but I did. Like I kept waking up, but I dozed off.
So, what would you say the longest trip you ever took? Like the longest drive?
To California. So from here, Indiana to California, which was 3 days, but we stopped.
So I took a trip from California, San Diego, California to Virginia. It was 3 days, and everybody voted against me about stopping, and I had to show off. I said, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My longest driving.
We ain't gotta stop. When we get back to 13, when I get back to 13 on 6 Lead Street, nobody better knock on my door ever. And that's how we got.
My furthest was South Carolina, Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
That was recently.
Yes. She said that was recently.
Yes, that was my furthest driving. I will get on the plane.
Drive back was quicker than coming.
We first started driving to Texas a few years back because we had went to Disney, and then in the same month we were going to go to Texas, and tickets were like over $1,000 for the three of us, and we were like, we'll just drive, which we like driving. We got a truck, we have 2 Acadias. We like driving, we don't mind driving it. We gonna eat, we gonna stop, we gonna do stuff, don't mind it at all. But like I said, I'm used to it, so I always take a day off. Luckily, we got back Tuesday morning, so I slept all Tuesday, all Wednesday, and even Thursday I was just like dragging.
Yeah. GT, I saw your comment. Lydia, GT said that you sound like Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Are you there?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the. I was trying to think of the words to the song so I could sing it.
Oh Lord
Do I
Jesus.
still
A
sound
whole
like
new
that?
world. Ain't that an
Uh-uh.
area?
Um,
A
she had
whole
a
new world. No, that's
yeah,
not Ariel. That's the
Part
that's a
part
Latin
of this part of this world.
part of this where I want to be part of this world. That's right. Look, I'm like, that's not the right one because a whole new world is a Latin.
At
do
one
I
because I know
still
you listen to like Disney music. At
You
one
know I
point, I
do.
wanted to put Disney music on while I was driving, but I was like, they're not gonna have that.
Listen, my
They is
husband don't
not
be
because
having
my
it.
audio book was on at one point, and they were like,
hello?
turn it off.
My husband don't be having it, but I love to listen to Disney music while driving long trips.
Now,
I
when they
know
went
all
to
the
sleep, when they
songs.
both went to sleep, I did turn the audio book because we usually
What
watch
up,
a
bro?
movie or something. Hey, broke, but I did turn
Hey,
the audio book back on.
do
Hmm.
I still sound like the Little Mermaid?
You
Uh
do.
huh.
Part of your head. Let me show y'all my face. Let me show y'all my face. Part of your head.
Where did she go?
I'm done.
Hey, that cartoon or the new one, they got a saying that they a song or a rap that the pelican sings or whatever, and the pelican be like, "You got the scatter butt."
I haven't seen a
Um,
new one. I
I
know
haven't seen the
everybody
new
probably
one or the original.
up in
well,
arms because they
well,
had
the
the Black Mermaid, but I am nostalgic and I stick to all my. I haven't seen the Latin that had what's his
wax and
name?
not looking
Will
at
Smith. I
Aladdin.
like Aladdin.
Nope. Give
Aladdin is
me
awesome.
my stuff from 1944.
They're cartoons. This is real life people
You
now.
know, you say 1944. I remember Lady of the Tramp was the first cassette, like Disney cassette that I ever got. I remember my mom getting it for me for my birthday. So
Mm.
when Disney Plus came out, no, I not Disney Plus. Before Disney Plus, I still have a bunch of cassettes, Disney cassettes, and randomly we pulled them out, VHS player and everything. The tracking and the sound, I was like, ooh. Well, I don't know if I can watch this. It's not the
That
same no more.
It's not.
yeah, it's not. Even if you watch, we just got our first new TV in over 16, 18 years. We didn't jump on the smart TVs and stuff like that. So we just got our first new TV, and I was watching Amazing Race, and I could have started at the first one, but it was so dull looking. I'm like, I don't even want to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
even want to watch this Amazing Race. I'm going to the 35th episode. No,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Bro,
that
I,
so
I,
most early Disney movies were racist. You're right.
yeah, you're right.
A lot of stuff was Disney.
It ain't just Disney.
All of it.
yeah,
I'm real big on binge watching stuff, so I'll go back and binge watch shows that I've seen 1,000 times. But now I've noticed like the quality and everything is just like that was early '90s. That can't.
Yeah.
That don't look good.
And was both, yes. Was both. Hey E.
Mhm. Hey, Erica. Lydia had her ear, like her headset on,
Mm-hmm.
so she keep
Mm-hmm.
coming in and out. I think she's trying to fix it.
Yeah,
it ain't
that's what
gonna,
she said.
it ain't gonna be fit.
She like, it ain't gonna be fixed. It's gonna be what it
I keep
is.
hitting the wrong button because I
Stop
keep
hitting
trying to
buttons.
go
Why is you even hitting buttons?
because I want to see the chat.
Oh yeah, that
Oh,
because she's on her phone.
oh.
Yeah, hey Erica girl,
Yep. I don't think he even looks at her
I'm getting out of here under the water, under the sea.
under the sea. That's one of the best songs in the movie.
Mm-hmm. He don't say that. Oh yes, he do. He
Mm-mm.
was in the chat.
I'm just going back in the chat, make sure I ain't missed nobody.
I think he
Is it too
not
Miss
everybody.
Miss Sue here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guess what, Miss Sue? I got some what you call those red things?
Sorrel?
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Really?
Yes, a big old bush.
I'm jealous. Send me some.
I don't know how to harvest it really. I don't
That's
know.
good.
I gotta go look at some YouTube videos.
Yeah, I just snip it off of the I got a few, but I didn't get no whole bush of it.
Oh,
I probably got about 4 or 5
I planted
pods.
all my seeds.
Sue
I didn't
said, "All
waste
right,
more.
sis, me too." Hey,
Oh
Ghetto.
yeah, I know.
Hey, ghetto, I ain't seen you in a while. She talking to us with a dingle hopper. Good evening,
Oh,
lady.
that one, a digger hopper, and get a twirl in my hair too. Who is
Yeah,
this? Who said that?
yeah, ghetto.
Oh, the ghetto show they be watching
I was gonna say ghetto
watching the
the show
shows.
that he watches the Little Mermaid.
Mhm. I know Broke got that scatterbutt. He got that scatterbutt.
I love it.
Now David, he keep that scatterbutt.
Lord.
I don't think David's still here. I think David came and said hi. He was gone.
He ain't got nowhere else to
Mhm.
be. He probably in here.
He going
GT
to get
said,
that.
"What is a dingo hopper?"
Is
It's
a
in the
is a
movie.
fork?
It was
Is
a
a fork?
yeah. It was a
A fork.
the Little Mermaid was a mermaid. So the humans would, just like we do now, drop stuff in the sea and it travels down to the bottom of the sea. They don't know what those things are, so she made up names for those things. It was a dingle hop.
Thanks for telling
Oh,
me that. I've never seen.
she'll let the bird tell her. What happened? She
Yeah,
muted
she let the
herself.
seagull tell her. Tia just said she ain't never seen the Little Mermaid.
I
I'm
said
not
what I
speaking
said.
to her. You know why? Because she was home watching The Godfather
Right.
at 2 years old.
While the rest of us were being wholesome children watching.
She was watching The Godfather.
She was watching The Godfather 1, 2, and 3.
Give me some action. Let's talk about the Godfather. Let's talk about that.
Oh, I
Let's talk
love
about
it.
Star Wars and Star Trek.
I
That's what
love
I
it.
know. Not the cartoons.
I did watch Star Wars. I seen Star Trek, but I was never a fan. But I did watch. I love
My mom
Star Wars.
wasn't a fan, but my sister watched Next Generation. So me and my sister are 10 years older. So basically I just had to do whatever she wanted to do. And I can remember that she would watch Next Generation. So of course I had
Mhm.
to watch it. And we grew up in a 2-bedroom house. So it was either I was with my mom or I was with my sister.
Yeah,
And my mom
yeah.
would be watching Godfather. Or I remember once she rented Basic Instinct and Fatal Attraction. And my sister was like, "Come on here, we gonna watch this." I didn't know what
See,
I was watching, but she was like, "You better not tell mommy."
see. Now, Basic Instinct was that Michael J. Fox?
No, Basic
Yeah,
Instinct was Michael Douglas and Sharon Stone.
Oh, I might
and
not see.
Sharon Stone had on that white dress,
I
and
don't remember that.
she crossed on legs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I might have seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was deep. That was
And
a
Fatal
book too.
Attraction, I can't remember who the
I
man
remember it.
was, but it was Glenn Close, maybe. But
Mhm,
drama. That's what I came up on. Drama.
mhm. Yeah.
And that's still what I be watching.
And now, see, now that is me. Like, it's either before I came in on here, I was watching Men on Fire.
Brooke said he
I
never seen Little Mermaid either,
That
and
didn't surprise me. I saw him
I
say
know
it.
baby girl ain't even 10 years old yet.
Uh,
I don't know why.
See, but I love Men on Fire. And I was at the listen, y'all. I don't know. I just like this kind of stuff. But I was at the part where he gets the cop that was involved, and he has his hands taped to the steering wheel, and I don't blink or flinch on none of that. Cut that finger off and sear it at the end. I'm here
Um,
for all of it.
Hey, Pow Pow.
Hey,
Michael Douglas with Fatal Attraction.
I thought that was Michael Douglas in
Man
that.
on Man on Fire
Papa.
is one of my favorite movies. A good
Yes.
one. I think one of my favorite. I have so many. Godfather 1 and 2, absolutely hands down. Heat with Al
Well,
Pacino, Val Kilmer.
he had all of the heavy hitters.
Some
I
heat.
never seen. I never seen
Uh,
that. I gotta look that
excuse
up. I never seen Heat.
It
me?
classic. Bank robberies, cops and robbers, shootouts. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
All the best, all the heavy hitters in the movies at that time in one movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's almost like what was that? Oceans, the ocean
Oceans,
stuff.
all the oceans.
All those heavy hitters in
Mhm.
one thing.
Favorite movie is Old School.
Is
See,
that
I
a
don't
movie?
do that many comedies. They be too silly. I'm like,
Oh, that's
oh,
a movie. I'm not familiar.
I know it's a movie, but I can't. I don't do the comedies. I need the
My,
drama.
my favorite movies are from 90s and 80s.
Those
I,
are the good
I
ones.
yeah.
While
I
we were in the hotel, Gremlins was on, the original Gremlins.
I watched all the
And
Gremlins.
Bibi was like, really? I was like, this used to scare me.
But watching it now, don't it just be like, are you? We was really scared of this.
I
Like,
was
Yeah,
so scared.
I was
I'm
so
like, let me do
you
Gremlins. Turn it
no,
off.
no. When he jumped in that pool, I
and they,
read I couldn't even sleep no more. I ain't sleep for weeks.
Yes.
I ain't
yeah.
sleep for
Yes.
weeks.
But you
I
know one
said,
I still
Lord,
don't mess with is Poltergeist. That was
no, I
scary
don't want
then, and that is still Caroline.
See, I don't mind Poltergeist, but what always get me was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nah, I
Because
could do
Freddy, because the way it was like, oh, now you talk about Freddy, now you dreaming about him. And I'd be like, ooh, don't talk about, I don't want to hear it. Because like I said, my sister was 10 years older.
Yeah,
And she would watch those scary movies, but she wouldn't watch them by herself. So she would make
exactly.
me watch them with her.
Exactly.
See, I'm a product of my environment.
So one of the scariest movies for me was Cujo.
Ooh. Now I rewatched Cujo not too long ago, and I called my sister because her dog had a scratch. I was like, put the dog away. Put the dog away. The dog had a scratch. You don't know. Put the babies away.
And Cujo just was out there living his best life, and something he had to go digging his nose somewhere he had no business, and got set up by that rabbit and got his
I
nose
was
bit.
even because in the movie the lady is in the hot car with her kid. So while I'm driving
Mm.
from Texas, I was like, "This is how it felt in Cujo." I seriously thought that.
The ghetto. He said, "What's your scariest movie of all time?" Pet Cemetery definitely makes the cut.
So
Children of
Pet
the Corn
Cemetery
makes the
got a
cut.
new Pet Cemetery out right now,
I
but
know.
I'm not
I
gonna
won't.
watch it.
I don't watch
I
scary
saw
movies.
the new one. I feel like for me, because I came up on them, I'm
Mhm.
almost like anesthetized to them. They don't bother me, but I feel like the one that got me psychologically was the movie Signs. I was like, ooh, because they never showed the alien like until the end, and that the build up just got to me.
Mm-mm.
But scary.
Mm-mm. I don't do the scary movies. As when I was younger, I did those. That's why I know all those like Pet Cemetery, Children of Corn stuff. I agree, Pow Pow. Barbie is probably very scary, but I don't watch that kind of movie. I was not interested. I was like,
I'm not watching that.
why are people interested in
My
this?
Cindy has seen it multiple times.
I cannot.
What?
Barbie,
What?
Barbie movie.
The cartoon?
No,
The
there's
movie.
a people. It's real people. It's a Barbie movie.
I thought it was
Barbie.
a joke. I thought it was a comedy.
It's
No, yeah, she's being sarcastic.
it's an actual thing. It just came out like a month or so ago.
Oh, but it's a thing, but it's not a scary movie.
It's
No,
a
it's
comedy.
actually about Barbie.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. Everybody was wearing pink now. It has pretty
I
pink stuff
cannot.
in Target. Target got some pretty pink stuff right now. In
I
Central
cannot.
Park.
ET said The Conjuring was the last movie that I've seen that was scary. Me and
Yeah,
a good friend,
yeah.
we watched like all The Conjuring, Annabelle, all like back to back in order.
Now, if you mention Annabelle in the same sentence, I probably haven't seen The Conjuring. Okay. Because I was thinking to myself, have I? No.
Well,
Mm-mm.
it's
And
not. It's
that,
like the same like universe. Like it's the same like people. But we watched all of them in order, me and her, and we were like, okay, all right, let's watch some cartoons real quick.
It's
yeah, because
funny how.
it has a good plot. It has a good plot, The
Mm,
Conjuring.
no.
I watched it,
It's,
but I was
it's
scared.
funny how I am. I could watch the gruesomeness of people cutting, shooting, all that stuff, don't even flinch. But what you're not going to do is show me no, no.
Mm-hmm.
Walk
I want
them
to see
I
upside
nothing.
can
down
watch the
and get
gruesomeness
twisted.
unless it's that really gory stuff. We watched, it was called Hostel, and it was just like over the top, like Saw type
No.
gory.
Yeah, I
And
can't watch. I've never
I was
watched
like,
no song.
I can't watch that.
Yeah, I don't do no
That's
salt.
too
I've never
much for
watched
no reason.
not one of the songs. Not one.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And
Yeah, I didn't
Saw is out again too. And I'm not gonna watch it. They won't catch me.
I'm like,
Now
or
I
we
can barely take.
just
I barely can take Spartacus cutting off heads.
oh, now I could do Spartacus.
I mean I do,
and
but
I
I
like
cover my
show
eyes
too.
every time.
Mm-hmm. Only because the director was thinking about make them look movie. What did Broke say? Hey, Philip. Is that Mimi?
Yeah.
Hey, Mimi.
Look at her go send a little secret wave. Hey, baby.
What's Myrna? Marcus is cooking. Oh, someone is
What
cooking.
the chat say?
Anyway, I don't like horror movies. I don't either, Pow Pow.
No, for
They don't make me sleepy, but I don't like horror stuff. I don't like that. It's just messing with my spirit. But I can watch the other stuff. Like I like suspense. I don't like
I don't
horror,
like.
but I like
I don't like.
suspense.
I like suspense in the daytime. I don't like if I watch a horror movie, it has to be in the daytime. I'm not watching it before I go to bed. I'm
I
gonna
can
turn
watch
the TV
suspense
right
at
off.
any time.
I'm not
Like
watching none
Seven,
of it.
I loved Seven. I used to watch it all the time. Now it's stupid to me. I it doesn't
Mm-mm.
I don't even
I
know what that is.
I
Seven.
have rewatched Seven. I like
I have
Seven.
rewatched it many a times. It had
Mm-hmm.
who is that?
Brad
That is
Pitt,
Brad Pitt. I thought he was
um,
married to Angelina. Brad Pitt and
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman, yes. And the guy, there's a serial killer, and every person he kills has committed one of the seven deadly sins.
Is it Kevin Spacey?
It might have been.
Kevin Spacey.
It might have been. I
I
don't
just
remember.
recently rewatched House of Cards. I was like, he is such a good actor.
I like
Why
Kevin
you
Spacey.
put
That's me. Don't be having the
mm-hmm.
kids looking all. Mm-mm.
Got on with you.
7 pounds was a good one. 7 pounds. I seen that one.
I saw it when it first came out. I really did. I don't think I
I
liked it.
never rewatched it. I
Yeah,
watched it once, but Seven for some reason I watched it many.
I
What is
like
Kevin? What is Kevin
biographic
about?
movies, gangster movies, boxing movies, Spike Lee movies. I'm
I
all about
told
some gangster
you,
movies. I
Seven is about the seven deadly sins. Do you know what the seven deadly sins are?
No.
So,
lust, gluttony,
yep,
greed,
yep,
envy.
yep. It's
I ain't
lust,
got one about none of them. But
envy,
I'm
sloth,
definitely, I'm
pride.
definitely
What's the
gluttonous.
last one, baby? Wrath. Miracle no more.
Mhm. Get it, Miracle. Good job. But it is. It's if you don't like gory, I don't like
It's
think gory, but if
it's
you don't like
very.
gory, but it is real. And I like the ones where you gotta think. You
That's
gotta.
why I liked it. It was a thinker. I
Mhm.
didn't like the ending only because
Yeah,
it's heartbreaking, but
but it fit.
it
It fit.
fits.
It fit.
Not to give it away to anybody who might want to see it. It's still a good movie to this day to me.
What movie?
And that's called 7 pounds.
No, that's called Seven. There's another movie called 7 Pounds.
Yes, and that one was wasn't that where they were given
Was that Will Smith?
I think
Who said that? GT, was that Will Smith?
Well, if it was Will Smith, I would know it.
I was thinking, I know there's one with Will Smith, but I didn't think that was 7 pounds. Maybe it is. It is. It was with him. But wasn't that where he was given that, because I was gonna say with the organs. It has
his organs, yep. His organs. Yes, Will Smith.
Dying.
I never seen that before.
Is that why he was
I've never seen that before.
I think he was like remorseful because I don't want to give the movie away and I don't really remember it all, but he was remorseful because he caused like an accident or something like that.
Because he gave his eyes and everything. Because I remember.
Yeah, like his penance was giving that stuff away.
Yeah, I never seen that. I know that movie.
Now, see, Pursuit of Happiness. It took me a minute, and when I say minute, I mean probably 4 or 5 years to watch Pursuit of Happiness because I don't like movies where I'm gonna cry.
Yes,
if you say, "Oh, it was so good," I was crying.
Yeah,
I'm done. Just give me a shootout. I ain't never cried in no shootout movie. I ain't never cried over.
I did like Pursuit of Happiness, and I like I Am Legend.
I like I Am Legend.
He's like,
so,
no.
What about
doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
I thought about that not too long ago.
No. I felt him though. That would have been me. Like, wait a minute. It ain't nobody here but me. What are you doing?
Wait a minute. I just thought about that because when you were saying that, I'm like, that wasn't an AI. No, I Am Legend when he was by himself and he had the one dog.
About the one with
and
AI.
They moved the stuff.
With
the Harder They Fall, that was a good one, David.
What was the one with the robots? I Am Robot.
I Am Robot, yeah.
No, I Robot.
I Robot, yeah. That one.
Okay, good.
I like
another movie called AI, but that was more like a sappy movie.
Yeah, I Am Legend would be the closest thing I watched to vampires because I barely could watch that.
You don't watch vampire movies? I watch a lot of vampire movies.
No, I can't.
I don't really like zombie movies. It took me years to watch Z, that movie.
I don't even think I've watched it all the way through. Z is
kind of crazy because you keep up with The Walking Dead.
That was different. And I remember having a conversation with my friend because she's just like me. She's like, I don't do zombies. They freak. Because I remember once when Z first came out, it was on TV. Marcus was watching it or something, and they were running and all type of stuff. And I was like, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the thing with Walking Dead is it doesn't. It's not even about a backstory. It's not about zombies. It is not about zombies.
On the wall, they are in the background.
Right.
Maybe like the first, I don't know, maybe couple episodes, they're front and center. It's all about them. Then maybe towards the end, there's a couple episodes where it's all about them. But
I remember after the first episode, I was like, just watch it with me. Just watch it. And after the first episode, she was like, let's keep watching it. But it is not about zombies. They don't even say the word zombie in there. They've never said the word zombie.
They call them walkers.
Mm-hmm.
But even in the newer ones, that they're the spinoffs, you hardly see walkers. They're like, they come in episodes.
It's almost like you forget, like you're so in the story, and then they leave or they do whatever, and you're like, wait a minute.
Do a whole episode and might not even see a walker.
Yeah, don't trick me.
I'm serious. It's such background noise.
They clone Tyrone. I heard that was good, David. That's on my list.
Oh, I haven't. Is that a new one?
It's a new one. I think it's like an Amazon Prime.
Oh,
I always keep like a list of movies or shows when people talk about, and that is on my list.
haven't heard of it.
So I just went to the movies for the first time in about 2, 3 years, and I did go see um Denzel Washington. Um, what was it? Equalizer? Is it Equalizer three?
Yes. And you
But
hadn't
when
seen
I
the
was,
other ones, and I was so frustrated with you. Like, how you gonna see this one and you didn't see the other two?
I haven't seen number two.
I see, I see one and two.
Oh, okay.
I haven't
I see
seen
one,
two.
two, and now three.
Hey,
But what
G
I
Mom.
was fucking man, G. So what I was tripping about going to the movies was to see all these new movies out, and it's a new movie about a AI that looked human and that could destroy the world,
Oh yeah, I know. I
destroy the
forget what
world,
that's called,
and
but I
it's
know what
called
you're talking
what is this movie called? But anyway, I want to go see it. Creator. It's called
Human
Creator.
who
I think
discovered.
it's called Creator or The Creator.
about.
But
The creator.
that's,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's what I want to see.
I don't
So
remember
that's
that one, Pow Pow.
whoa, y'all see this thing? I
Yeah,
thought lit up blue.
The
How they
boxers.
do that?
because Tia put it up on the.
It was concussion. That was Will Smith too.
I haven't seen that one.
That was it
I
was
think
more I felt
two.
like
Yes, would be.
biographical a little bit, but it was good.
Have you seen all three of them, Miss Sue? I haven't seen number three, but I love the Equalizer. I like Denzel in that role because it's believable. When I saw the spin-off TV show that had Queen Latifah, I love Queen Latifah. She is not believable as the Equalizer. Okay, she is not. I was like, y'all not gonna make me believe it. I watched probably about five or so seasons too, and before I just tapped out, I was like, I can't.
Now, Equalizer 2 was the best. That was real good. Equalizer 3 is good, but it just didn't flow right.
Uh,
It was something going on with that flow and the way it ended. It was kind of like too soon.
yeah,
The way he got the big guy was just too soon.
yeah,
And then it just didn't flow as good, but it was long,
yeah.
but it didn't flow right. It was something going on, but it was some good points, I guess. It was bad.
Sometimes they keep movies going when it's not necessary. I felt like they did
Uh-huh.
that with John Wick. They didn't have to keep going with John Wick. I mean, I'm
Oh,
gonna keep
man,
watching it.
that's too
I'm
bloody.
gonna keep
That's too
watching
bloody
it.
for me.
Don't get me
John
wrong.
Wick is too bloody. It's too bloody.
Watch your mouth.
No, it's not too bloody. Mm-mm.
It's too much blood. His
I be
whole
here for
shit was bloody the whole time.
every part of that man getting shot at 50, 11 times and not one bullet hit. And if it hits, it's hitting Tevlar where it doesn't
Night
penetrate
mode.
the skin.
G
Good night.
mama, G mama, send me a login for Netflix.
Send you right.
Send me a login for Netflix. I'm supposed to be getting T-Mobile for my daughter so I can get the Netflix.
I was about
Like,
to say T-Mobile. My T-Mobile includes the Netflix, I believe.
I got Verizon. They include Hulu and Disney,
I
but
thought you had T-Mobile because you was asking me about the T-Mobile Tuesdays.
I be wanting the stuff
I did not
that
know that. I
T-Mobile
thought you
Tuesday offers. I
had.
wanted that Samsung card. I wanted that smoothie. I wanted that pink bag.
Wow. You know what, Pow Pow? All those movies you mentioned are not even close to anything I liked of Denzel's. I maybe Malcolm X, but I don't even think I seen Hurricane and Training Day. I could not rewatch it. I liked
Oh,
it the first go
what
around.
about the Book of Eli? What about the Book of Eli?
I liked
Denzel
the
Washington.
book of Eli as weird as it was.
I liked American Gangster.
I couldn't even get through it.
I want.
I don't
I
like
bet
gangster
you.
movies. I don't like those don't move me. It's just dumb.
She said 50, 11 times. I know that's right.
I watched American Gangster because it was the talk of everybody's conversation at work. So I had to go see this American Gangster. I got these 80-year-old men talking about American Gangster. I mean, because normally when you work for a rental car company, our drivers be retired, so they just drive the cars back and forth to the from the airport to the car lot just for fun. They just doing something, paying for somebody's college or something, some little money. And
Yeah.
they came into work talking about this movie, and then started talking about, yeah, they had them cutting up drugs, and women ain't had no tops in the movie. So let me go see what these men watch. And I watched the whole movie, but that's all they got out of it was the men ain't had. Lydia, are you able to TikTok to us? What? Talk to
You
us.
sound you sound muffly to them. They can't really hear what you're saying. He-
Why y'all let me torture these people?
Well, we told you sound. They said he's saying, can you do it without? Do you have your earbuds plugged in,
Let
or
me
are they the
try.
wireless?
They wireless.
Are you? Do you think you would sound better if they weren't if you weren't connected to them, or will we not hear you at all? So if you're talking right now, that would be a no. We won't hear you at all. So they compare the main character and clone Tyrone to Denzel. Oh yeah, I heard about that, but I haven't seen it. What's it they look like? I heard about Clone Tyrone, but I haven't seen it.
Testing, testing, one, two,
So
three.
much better.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
y'all should have said Lydia's not working.
Well, we said you sound underwater.
Should have said it more than once. You let me go 45 minutes.
Wow. Wow. I like
I
John
can't
Q. How
hear.
about I did like John Q.
Look
There's
at my
nothing
little,
like
look at
that.
the little precious baby.
You didn't say that when she was playing with Philip.
Happy.
And Philip is precious. Hi, Chewy.
But he's not a little precious baby.
Wow.
Chewy said it is my time of the year where I wrap up and hibernate.
And get in front of my favorite heater.
Yes, that thing was pulled out 30 days ago.
Mm-mm. Hilarious.
Thank you, Pow Pow. I knew you had the best
Did you
intentions
throw
for
him
me.
down?
Philip is adorable, Miss Sue. He is so sweet too.
He all right, but he not so precious.
He is. He is. Mm-mm.
Who looked like Denzel? What I miss?
From
Clone
Big
Tyrone.
Clone Tyrone.
I haven't seen it though.
Like I pulled out my when I say I got a list, I pulled it out because y'all was naming off.
Philip getting love.
Let me do that.
Go
Not
ahead.
Philip, Chewy. Chewy getting some love from Miss Sue.
No.
Always.
Cause Philip always be popping up in the screen, but Chewy's so little. He be here. Y'all just don't get to see him.
David, first of all, you left the room. You should have been like, I'm leaving because Lydia sound like she don't want to cooperate and like going under the sea or something. You should have said something.
You got electric. Where you at, ghetto? I think you told me before.
Ghetto, you know what? I have an electric blanket at my work
I
and
do
it is
too.
constantly plugged up. And matter of fact, I found an electric or I found like a heated vest on Amazon. Marcus with this job, he goes to Canada a lot, so he's got a heated hat.
Ooh, Mo Better Blues. That is a good
He's
one.
got the whole heated outfit. And I'm like, I'm not coming into work this winter and
Yeah,
freezing. I'm gonna wear my heated vest every single day.
yeah, yep. I definitely have a heated blanket in my
I
office.
have a heated blanket, and we'll go to meetings. I'd be like, hold on, where the outlet? Because
Listen,
I'm not freezing in here.
man. I did like Mo Better Blues as well.
I I know I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
Hmm.
I don't remember enough. I know I had a lady in it. Him and a lady.
He had to get he had no, he was she was a beautiful woman and He was just trying to get to the bottom of something. It's busy. It's real busy. More better blues.
Is that Gatorade?
I can't quote no parts in it. I tell you that.
Yeah, because I stay dehydrated, so I have to keep Gatorade with me.
Hmm. I liked Fences too. A lot of people didn't like that one.
I haven't seen Fences. I don't want to watch it.
And then I don't think why could you think it's a tearjerker? I don't think it
No,
is.
I don't think
Oh,
it's a tearjerker. I know there's no car chase or a shootout.
there's
Naya might,
infidelity.
Naya might need to take a Uber home.
Oop, who got to pick her up? You or Kite?
Kite over there asleep. He's
Oh,
snoring.
so that means
Y'all
it's
don't
you.
hear him?
I don't.
I thought I heard some breathing. I thought
Wait
that
a
was you.
minute. How many
That
people in the chat saw Lydia's video where she showed like what was you working on in the garden?
that Raggly Garden.
Just cleaning it up. Oh yeah, you had harvested what Kite did. The sweet potatoes and stuff like that. She did a voiceover for part of the video towards the end. And you can hear Kite in the background snore.
And I literally say I'm
She
gonna have to record this over, but when I listened to it, I couldn't barely tell. So I
listen,
left it.
he was calling. He was calling on him. My husband was snoring too, so listen.
Marcus
He
do
was-
too.
Calling him.
I will, David. Thank you. Thank you. Because I don't drink a lot. I don't drink a lot, so I don't drink a lot of water. And I'm constantly like just dehydrated. So I will down some Gatorades though.
Oh boy.
That's it. But I got it pulled up right here. I'll try it.
G Bubba go bust out laughing. Well, rumor has it that David went to Wally World and put a watermelon in the garden and they're gonna try to record it.
Why
That's
would you
rumor
need
has
to
it. Rumor has it that David took and
David, I
put a
dropped already.
watermelon in the garden from out of one of them big boxes at the grocery store and put it in the garden. So
Coconut
the
water.
video that y'all see is pure Liza Minnelli.
Is that the 48-pound watermelon?
48 lies of Minnelli. 48 pounds of Liza Minnelli. That's what that is. Ain't ain't no garden nowhere growing no 48 pounds of no brand. I'm just saying, y'all go over there, check it out. Y'all tell me, did y'all see any tendril dried out or any of
It's not
that?
right out yet. It's still connected to the vine. He hasn't cut it off the vine.
Y'all,
He
he
gonna get
super
it.
glued it.
I'm with you,
Pay
Sue. I
attention.
don't even know
Pay.
why she
Hold
did
on. Let
that.
me put my
I
face
don't
up
even
here
know
because
why
y'all gotta believe me when I say it. You read what David say, and I'll read what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
He
say what I'm
said,
gonna say.
David, who
Y'all pay attention. Pay attention. These people got us food out here. In my David voice.
he said you always start ish, and yeah, I'm writing it out.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Lydia
Whew.
start stuff.
Huh?
Like Gina yesterday gonna pull out that crown.
What crown? I don't know what you're speaking of.
I do remember you saying that on Gina's live GT about the coconut water.
I don't like coconut water.
I don't think I've ever had it. I like that movie that Denzel's son. He's the app. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I did like that movie. I did.
I don't even know who his son is. What movie are we talking of?
His son has been in. His son is going. I think his son is going to be in that movie, The Creators. Let me see.
I don't laugh myself out the bed now. But I ain't want to wake Cletus up.
John David Washington is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in another movie. It kind of reminded me of what was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jordan?
Oh, he was in the Black Klansman. Is that the
The
one?
Black Klansman. That's what it's called. And then he was in another movie where it was like time travel and they were jumping and stuff. That was okay. But I feel like Black Klansman was good. It was really good.
Never seen it.
It's about basically how a black detective,
That's why I need to be in the bed.
police officer,
Right here.
infiltrated the plane without them knowing. They didn't realize that was him. Hey, Urban.
Hey, Urban. You know what?
Urban been here already today, y'all.
In here, I didn't see her.
I'm sorry, Urban. I didn't see you.
Or maybe that's me thinking about yesterday.
She gonna no, she ain't had no sweets, but she gonna stay up because she gotta go get Naya. And probably now. What time Naya get off?
It's 10.
10:30.
Oh, okay.
It's 10.
He said no sweets. He saw.
She said she just got here, Lydia drinking. Right. Urban said she just got here. What you talking?
Oh my God.
You thinking about yesterday. You getting your days together.
See, they said Lydia tripping.
That's what David said. That was yesterday. When you saw Urban. She ain't already been in here. Is that the reason I don't like Brussels sprouts? Oh, so I missed what the reason was.
Lydia, you muted.
Lydia ain't muted, is she?
Or you just not saying nothing? I saw you wave.
We can't hear you. She might have pushed some, y'all. We still can't hear you.
She not saying you can't move. Oh, there she go. Can't hear you. Cannot hear you.
And that's weird. Just from you moving from where you were to where you are now, your volume is gone. Your sound, I mean. We can't hear you. That's so busting. I'm so sick of him. Yes, I know it's got nutrient in it, the coconut water, but I don't like it. Oh, you talking about the Brussels sprouts? I do like Brussels
sprouts. I feel like I just haven't had them cooked the right way yet.
That's how I feel about asparagus because I don't like it. I just feel like I haven't
had
had
like it. Asparagus, we love it. Love it.
Yes. That's what it tasted like when I've had it.
Hey, Bayou Sugar Garden.
Hey, Bayou Sugar Garden.
Lala, welcome.
Hey, Lala. She ain't BSing. Her sound really ain't coming through, David. Her phone be tripping. Oh, she said her phone's
hot. You got it plugged up. You're going to have to turn it off for it to cool down.
I might try it, Miss Sue, on the grill. I just haven't. I didn't care for it when I did have it. Her hair is growing. It looked good. Yes, honey. Yes.
Both of them. Both their hair.
Flip it. It look good.
All right. So since we were talking about movies, I really like Martin Scorsese movies, and I know he's supposed to be coming out with a new one.
What's it called?
I don't know. I know it's got Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm looking right now. I've seen like trailers, commercials for it, but I can't think of what it's called.
I had to think about what was on TV. Right. I'm like, what is this name?
Killers of the Flower Moon is what it's called.
Haven't heard of that one.
Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, John Lithgow.
They've done so many movies together because what's the one that they did back in the day where Leonardo was trying to become a cop and they made Departed.
That
I got it to work.
There you go. We can hear you.
David, yeah, it's my hair. Don't get mad because you can see this growing from the root, and that root you made on that watermelon is fake. And the bus did pull off, and it left me because I was hiding behind the bushes because I ain't want nobody to see me running to get on it. Look.
Listen. Oh, Goodfellas was good.
Goodfellas was good.
Casino.
I didn't really like Taxi Driver. I don't think I've ever seen Raging Bull. Irish was good.
Haven't seen that one either.
But yeah, Departed's got to be definitely my favorite. Definitely.
Departed is good.
I don't want to go get it.
You gonna go get it?
You're gonna get that, baby. It's too late to be waiting to decide what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna go in the room, set Alexa for 10:30, and pretend and then pretend like I'm asleep.
She off at 10:30 or she off at 11?
She gonna be probably off about 11 because she be washing dishes. She be stealing them that people time. You know she only work 2 days a week, so she'll try to work straight after school on Friday to get up first thing Saturday morning. Don't never come home to the end of the day. So she be working. She don't pay for. She paid for a 4-day season pass at a 4-day pass at Disney. She ready to go to all the parks. $400 and some dollars. She paid it herself.
What? Wait a minute.
Good job, Naya.
Yeah, she going to
Where's
all
she going to Disney?
The 15th of December.
With who?
With her cousin. Her cousin graduate, and that's what she want to do. So she want to tag along with her. I don't want to go to Disney. I have no desires.
Y'all ain't got no Disney there, so where's she going to Disney?
I ain't gotta go. We gonna be sitting down at the Airbnb trying to be and be. Hey, when people at work, when I go to work, they be like, what you been? Where you at? Where you been? I said, I've been being. What you been doing? I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Where you been being? I've been being. I don't even tell the people where I've been.
David said, this lady gonna try to play my guy at 10:30. I'm a text her your husband.
I'm gonna play that. I'm not getting up. I have to be to work as far as 5:30 in the morning. Tomorrow I'm pulling up. Ain't no breakfast. I ain't going. I ain't getting up.
That part.
Be there 11:15.
I gotta get up early to go to my hair
appointment. So Tia, what's your next trip, Tia?
We don't have anything planned.
Your birthday coming up?
You know, with winter gonna be here soon, and we don't really do any trips in the winter just because ain't trying to get snowed in nowhere.
Y'all got 6 months of winter. That don't make no sense.
Feel like it. Listen, y'all didn't hear this from me, everybody on who's watching this live. But tomorrow is Erica, my fly family's birthday.
You said Erica's birthday tomorrow. I love birthdays. Oh, we about to be up 12
Flood
o'clock.
her. Y'all go flood
Got
her.
to send my text now.
I'm gonna be up. Wait,
Y'all go flood her.
If you gotta work in the morning, you better go to bed.
I'm not gonna be there. They can't make me.
TT
I got
is
Dr.
not. She is. Are you? You're not a Scorpio or Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
My dad was.
So
That's why I had to think about that. I'm like, no, that's a fact.
that's
Look, I am 7 days between Christmas, and I would always get birthday parties canceled, snow, ice storm, freezing rain, something going on. So I usually just kind of stay home. Like I prefer to just stay home because I feel like every time I plan to go somewhere, something gonna happen.
Same. My birthday is in March, and the same thing.
Something gonna happen.
Oh,
Stay home.
what y'all doing with that old people candy?
Who is Erica? My Fly Family.
I saw it.
I can put I'll put her link up.
ain't no trick or treaters gonna knock on the door.
Hey,
So
Sunday, how you doing?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep, that's Sunday. She done knocked herself out the dang on lie. She got my joints. I got some too. That's probably a southern thing. Buy you sugar. But you know, I eat a lot of what people call old people candy. There's a lady in my office. She's like, why you always got old people candy? Because I like the cinnamon disc and I like Chico sticks. Those the little caramel chews with the little white part in the middle.
Yeah, you like old people candy.
Yeah.
No self. Don't ever ask me.
Somebody said dirt and I got knocked out. Somebody said dirt and I got knocked. So yeah, do you like the circus peanuts? Nasty. Do you like orange slice?
No.
Too
I like
orange.
peach rings.
What?
I like peach rings.
You like peach buds?
I don't know what that is.
Right, let's
Christmas
just
candy.
talk about all the nasty stuff.
Christmas candy.
I do like what do you said? I like what kind of licorice? I do like black licorice.
That's so you like black jelly beans.
No, it ain't the
Oh,
same.
wait a minute. Who eat black jelly beans?
They don't taste the same.
I want to know who eat black jelly beans. I think that's a real topic.
Who likes jelly beans or the black?
I like the popcorn
Black
jelly beans.
jelly beans. Who eat black jelly beans? Who eat that purple box of candy called good something? Good
and plenty?
Good and plenty?
Good and plenty.
Who eat them?
Don't
I
ever
like
ask
good and
Gina
plenty.
for some candy. Gina, you got some candy? Don't ask her. Don't ask her. Let's Lady 5. Don't ask her. Gina, get her candy from the nursing home.
Gina, you eating good and plenty?
I will. I like good.
You right up there with your Wrigley gum.
So Lala likes the jelly beans. Miss Sue likes the jelly bean. It's many things I don't
They don't
like.
taste as good as the licorice to me.
It don't taste. I don't. I
How
think
you said
something-
who keep the black jelly beans in business? Exactly. Why they even still around? Why is it still a topic in 2023?
Not who's
Y'all,
keeping them in
wait a
business.
minute. Who was that sent the video about the Twizzlers? Who's still buying Twizzlers? And one of y'all sent that video. I don't eat Twizzlers, but Twizzlers is $1 billion company, and
What's
people are
wrong with
still buying.
Twizzlers? Wait a
I
minute.
was
What's wrong
going to
with
say I
Twizzlers?
eat Twizzlers. What's wrong with them?
I don't buy Twizzlers. I don't eat Twizzlers. Taste like wax, and I don't eat black jelly beans. I think something happened to me as a child, and that taste has been a nasty taste ever since.
Now I don't eat my black licorice isn't Twizzler. I like the
I
Australian.
haven't once. I haven't had
I
one
like
since
the
I
red
was a kid.
We had Twizzlers on the road to Texas.
Mm.
For what?
That's
What are we doing? What are we fidgeting on plastic for?
It don't taste like plastic. It tastes like strawberry or cherry.
No, it don't. It tastes like plastic wax with
Lydia,
I put-
I have seen some of your combinations with the oysters and the chips. You can't. You're not on the judging panel.
I eat everything. I'm not gonna lie.
Twizzlers.
But
Maybe they're selling the wax ones where y'all at, and we ain't got the wax ones yet.
I eat everything. I literally eat a lot, but I can name the things I don't eat. And anything that tastes like licorice, I don't deal with.
I like licorice.
I do too.
Yeah, that's already not a good thing. Don't make
What's
me.
funny is I'm telling y'all all these candies that I like. I couldn't tell you the last time I had any of the ones that I've mentioned.
If I see
that I most time
You all know what to get Gina for her birthday.
I see
Molly's.
if I go in the store and see a childhood candy like Alexander grapes, Boston baked beans, Chico
Now,
sticks,
Boston baked beans, I tear them up.
Nope.
I will buy them. The flavored Tootsie Rolls and the penny, the candies that used to be taste like vanilla, chocolate, Chewies. They used to be Chewies. I can't. I pick them up.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
You know what happened to Tia when we went to Myrtle Beach? We bought all that candy.
I was gonna say,
you know what?
Taffy
Me
is
and Kodak killed that taffy. We had some cake. We both was like, oh, why we eat all.
I love me some taffy, and
me and Kodak, because I share. Me and Kodak tore that taffy up.
And I'm not big on the saltwater taffy. I like the Laffy Taffy.
I like them both. I like them both.
My favorite flavor.
That long square thing. I just don't like that oil base in my back of my mouth. I don't like it.
I can see that.
That oily aftertaste.
I like now
and later. So I'm with you, David.
I would chew 5 of them down. Give me the hard ones, chew one. But I'm not going to jeopardize my feelings.
That part. You got to take it easy.
You got to take it easy. And when you be that gluttony kick in,
that
gluttony kick in, you be like, Lord, I thank you for not taking that feeling out. I learned my lesson. Thank you, Lord. I don't want it. Oh my goodness. I got feelings from when I was a kid. They talking about redoing them. I said, what's wrong with the ones I got?
Exactly.
They ain't never did nothing to me.
Exactly.
What we gonna take that one out and put another one in for the teeth?
I think I told y'all I am terrified of the dentist. Terrified. You know how people have them little silly phobias? They don't want to see like a can of peaches and they freak out. That's how I am with the dentist. Nothing happened to me, but when I say I'm terrified, I'm talking panic attacks. I'm in tears. So much I cancel my dental insurance. I ain't going. What I need to pay for it for? I ain't going.
She buying all the stuff she see on TV, as seen on TV. She doing her own work.
They go to the
but look. I know I'm gonna have to get a Philly, and I've already said, okay, next year I'm gonna get my dental insurance. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna be a big girl. I'm not gonna cry.
You can let them put you to sleep. My daughter got that problem, and she get put to sleep.
I did that, and I kept waking up.
Oh no,
I kept waking up
because I slept. I was mad though because I didn't.
Because I was at a root canal, and they knocked me out. And I remember like there was not supposed to take long. And afterwards, like it took like 3 hours. I'm like, well, what happened? She kept waking up. I had a tooth pull and I was like, we're not even gonna put me to sleep because it's not gonna work. We'll do the gas. Marcus was there with me. Cried the entire time. Cried the entire time.
But I wasn't crying for no reason.
So it's something about when they put you to sleep to take your wisdom teeth out. I don't know why.
That was me. They put me to sleep for my wisdom teeth.
So I have a recording of my son after he got his wisdom teeth took out. He told me turn on the camera. If I would say the word cry, he could literally cry. If I say the word laugh, he could literally laugh. And it was so dramatic. It's on YouTube. I gotta find it so I can share it. Y'all
Sue, I actually thought about that. I was like, okay, before I go, I need to talk to my doctor. I need to talk to someone and see if they can give me some Valium, because when I tell you I cut up, I cut up. As soon as I stepped in the door, I can't even fill out the little form.
See, I don't. But I do. I did wake up from when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, they twilighted me. And when I woke up, I started crying, and they was like, "Are you hurting? Are you okay?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Why?" I don't know. I was crying because why did I go to sleep and y'all didn't tell me I was about to? And I just wake up and y'all done did stuff to me. I don't like it.
I had to tell. I remember the last time, like, sat down chair crying. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Girl, ain't nothing wrong with me. Come on, get this over with." Like, don't what we're not gonna do is pay me any attention. We're gonna get in and get out. But the last time Marcus went with me and we left the building, we're outside and I'm still crying. He's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "I gotta pee." And he like, I'm not going back in there. He was like, "What you want to do?" "I want to go to Hobby Lobby." He took me to Hobby Lobby.
I'm done.
But like, I know, so like when we were driving, we were getting all these snacks and stuff for the road, and I was like, I can't risk that on this too, cause I ain't going back. I ain't trying to go back right now. If I said I'll go in 2024, I'm not ready for 2023.
I'm done.
Cry and shake.
I'm done. Yeah, I could do the dentist. I don't like I've been in a car accident before where I had to do the MRI, that kind of stuff.
Really?
When they were doing it, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna probably take 5-10 minutes or whatever, because I'm thinking they're taking a picture. So they give me this towel to put over my eyes. They give me headphones so I'm listening to music. And the lady comes into the thing and she's speaking and she's like, "All right, you can relax for a second. I got to switch something out. I got the first picture done." And I was like, "Excuse me?" I said, "How long is this going to take?" She said something like an hour or so. And I was like, "Ma'am, I'm telling you right now, you got to shut this down. Get me out of here." When I tell you I was having a panic attack because I don't like tight spaces. I was like, "I'm telling you, please, please, please hurry up." So I had to reschedule it because they couldn't
finish it.
And I was like, "Y'all gonna have to medicate me." So they twilighted me to do it. They rescheduled it, had me come back, twilighted me, started waking me up when it was almost over, and then it was done. But I was like, "No, ma'am."
This last time with Marcus, because I was like, "Well, we're not going to do the sedation. It's not going to work. Just give me the gas." So they gave me like a half hour of the gas to make sure it was in. And I was feeling relaxed. She was there. Marcus was there. We was talking. I was feeling relaxed. And the man came in, the dentist came in, and he said, "Okay, we're going to numb you." And they gave me the needle. And he said something like, "Okay, we're going to do a little bit more." And when I tell you their irrational thoughts, because I remember thinking like, he about to cut my leg off. And I looked and Marcus was on his phone. I'm like, "Marcus," tears.
Wow.
And I'm like, it don't make no sense. I'm not gonna try to make sense of something that don't make no sense. But
Right.
in the moment, I
Girl,
put up.
girl, I can't. Mm-mm. Right, Urban. But yeah, I did wake up from one of those. So like, wait a minute now. Now with the MRI, I knew I was being that they was about to do started and all that. The
Mm-hmm.
dentist came in and was having a conversation with me. So the last thing I remembered is us talking, him asking me a question, me answering, him asking me another question, then I don't remember anything. Don't like it. Not a fan. You
Mm-hmm.
need to tell me what's happening. I'm not the
Mm-hmm.
person that's gonna freak out because you're trying to put. I asked for I paid extra because my insurance didn't cover for me to be put
Mm-hmm.
under for my wisdom
Mm-hmm.
teeth to be pulled. So that was $600 out of my pocket. Tell me when my 600 kicks in. When you about to start.
I will say, like, I did have this one lady, and she was so patient with me. She retired though, but I was like, I would go back. I still cried, but she was
Mhm.
just like so. She talked to me and was reassuring and everything, but she was probably the only one that I have ever said that I would go back to. Anyone else, I'm like, get me out of there. I ain't going back there ever.
No.
Ever. I will go to the emergency place because I'm not paying for dental insurance because I'm not doing this.
Right. Listen, I will probably freak out. I've never had a surgery, Mike, but other than my wisdom teeth being pulled, but I would probably freak out if I woke up during the
I
surgery.
think I would too. I would too. I would never. I've had multiple surgeries. I've had about 5, but
Um,
I've never had any issues or anything. Actually, I don't mind the surgeries. I'm like, that's good sleep.
See, I've never had none. I only recently in the last, I don't know, less than 10 years, broke something. I broke my
Mhm.
ankle, and it wasn't even a like bad break. I didn't have to have anything done. It was going to heal on its own. But no.
Sue says she doesn't like for them to tell her what they're about to do. I
See, that's
don't.
really why they don't do it. See, tell me, I don't care. I know what I came here for. Tell me
See,
what
that's
you
how
want
I am.
to
I
do.
know what I'm here for. Let's get it over with. I've had bilat carpal tunnel. I was awake during both of those, and those kind of freaked me out just because I didn't realize I was going to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, I could hear like the heart monitor. I was like, I'm having
Mm-hmm.
a heart in my head. I'm like, I'm having a heart attack, but I couldn't see
Exactly.
anything they were doing. And then I had emergency surgery, and then had a hysterectomy. So I've had 4. I've had 4 surgeries.
Yep. 0 for me thus far.
Closed eyes open was over.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is. Close your eyes. Next thing you know, you open them. It's done. You're done.
That was me getting my wisdom teeth pulled, and I didn't like it. Tell me what you about to do.
They be like, okay, count down from 100. I'll be like
That's what I
190.
did. He
Done.
didn't do that. He came in like, "How you doing today? Yeah, we're having some nice weather, aren't we?" Like it was just casual conversation,
Oh,
and then I woke up.
no, I feel
That's
like I've
it.
always had the countdown.
Nope,
The countdown.
nope. Literally, we were having conversation, so
Now, I
I
do
didn't
feel
like
like, I know on my hysterectomy, it was almost like a 2-step process. They gave me something. They were like, you're going to feel a little bit groggy. And I remember I was awake going into the operating room. With the other one, I wasn't awake going into the operating room. Like they did everything in my room,
that.
countdown 100. Next thing I know, I woke up, I was in my room. But
Yeah.
and then even with the hysterectomy, I woke up in the operating room. And I was like, I don't remember that.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I don't like it. I would have liked the countdown. I
The
didn't.
good drug. Yep. That's to put me to sleep.
And I don't. And I'm very lightweight, so like I don't take any medications typically. And when I do take it, I can take something like Motrin or something and be fine. I don't like anything much heavier than that. Like if I need something for pain, I usually ask for give me Motrin 800.
Mhm.
Give me the
And that's
800.
how I am. I usually do like the ibuprofen 800. I
Yeah.
have an allergy to Norco and Vicodin.
Mm-hmm. See,
So,
no
like
allergies.
when I had the hysterectomy, she was like, "Okay, when you send you home," I was like, "Oh, just give me an ibuprofen 800. I'll be fine."
Yep.
And she was like, "I'll give you ibuprofen 800, but I'm gonna give you some Percocet." And I think I was done with it by like day 2. I was done with the Percocet by day 2. Give me the ibuprofen 800.
Yeah, I don't like to feel out of control. It
Mm-hmm.
could be a control thing. I don't know. But I just don't like feeling that way. So I've taken Vicodin before with the wisdom teeth. I took it the day they did it and I was done. I took it that day and the one time and I was like, not for me.
I'm about to go to Alexis's house.
My face with a cloth. I freaked out and said, wait. They
Switch
had
your
to
stuff
stop.
over.
They had to hold the cover up. Wow.
Let's
No.
switch your stuff over now. Scoopy looking.
Did you have like cataracts or something surgery, Miss Sue? One of my staff members had
Anything?
cataract surgery.
But it looks like he's
And
running off.
the like
Oh, some of these.
there was like a covering that
They're
touched
gonna ask you at the place. He's
her
the
face,
name.
and she didn't like it.
Yes.
Yes, she said the same thing. This just happened this week.
They're cute.
She had her surgery on
It's
Thursday.
swap things, and we saw those when we were in Texas, and you were like, but if uses a stickers in them.
She said
No,
she had to tell them that they had to
oh,
move
here
it
was
'cause
some of
she
these
felt
right
like
here.
I don't know. I can't remember how she described what it felt to her, but she did not like it. And
Go
she
ahead.
had to stop them while they were doing the procedure and told them they had to do something about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it felt like it was smothering her or something, but she didn't like that. That's interesting. She just told me that yesterday.
I'm with you, Mike. I'm like, give me ibuprofen 800 and give me Tylenol 3, and I can.
Give me no Tylenol. Tylenol is like, you might as well give me baby aspirin.
Now, see, I did not realize that Tylenol 3 was a narcotic.
Maybe I've never had Tylenol 3, but I don't like Tylenol.
I thought it was the equivalent of ibuprofen 800. It was like taking 3, like that. So I remember I was like, just give me some Tylenol 3. And they were like, that's a narcotic. I was like, oh, well, give me some ibuprofen 800.
Yeah. So at least you know now you're not the only one who feels that way. Maybe a lot of patients who have that surgery done feel like that.
Mimi, let him out.
Because she literally just had that conversation, giving me an update.
Codeine, yep.
What was going on yesterday. She had called the office, and she said she was describing that part of it. Her eye being covered with some kind of covering the other side of her face. She didn't like it. The rest of her face, I think. So I think really the only thing that was open is the eye they were doing the procedure on, which was her left eye.
Mimi keep locking these dogs in here, and they don't want to be in here.
You are not alone. Why don't she want them with her? She got company?
No, Mimi about to leave.
Oh.
So Chewy he kind of follows behind me, and if I'm not in where I usually am, he just kind of wanders. So I think that's why she put Chewy in here, but then he's right up under my feet. And I'm like, no, go put him on this bed. Kodak, I think she was probably eating something and just didn't want him to bother her. So
yeah.
she left him in here.
Yeah. That's good they accommodated. They probably did something similar for her because she stopped them. She was like, y'all got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that I was able to know what surgery that was, but that was only because literally I had that conversation yesterday. She had her surgery Thursday, and she had a follow-up for them to take some kind of something that they had over the eye off. And she was just updating me like as to when she planned on starting working again. And she's going to try to start working next week. I don't think it's a good idea, but she's a very stubborn employee, and she's like, well, this is a common procedure. It is, but her thing is she's very, very bad diabetic. And her eyes have been bad for a long, not with the cataracts, just bad period. And my fear is that she's going to overwork her right eye
Mm-hmm.
and now cause more issues for herself. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I told her this. So this is like, we had this conversation before her procedure when she was telling me, she's like, well, I figure it's going to be our long weekend because it's a 3-day weekend for us. Monday, the office is closed.
What holiday is on Monday?
I think it's Columbus Day, Indigenous People Day is what it is. That's what they're
You said that in your live.
girl. Because I was like, okay. Listen, we're not, I don't work for the government, but I follow the government's calendar because our work coincides with something with the government. So we follow
Exactly, Mike.
that part right. They can, because when they actually put it on our bulletin, which usually is either I'm updating our bulletin or our trustee, which is my boss, and he put Indigenous People Day, and I thought, okay,
I did see that on my planner. I didn't realize that that's like in place of. Is it in place of Columbus Day? Like, okay.
She did tell me she has to sleep upright, Miss Sue. She can't bend over.
Why'd she have to sleep upright?
I don't know. It's got something to do with the eye.
Maybe
She's
it's
not upright. She has to be inclined. I shouldn't have said upright, but
okay.
she does have to be inclined. She said she can't bend over like picking stuff up. There's something with that. Maybe the eye is just a still because
They want it maybe like almost straight on, maybe.
I think it gives it time to heal.
Where it sits in the socket, probably.
It could be because she said that they have like an air pocket that they put in there. The lens in the eye, yes. And she said she could actually feel it or see it or something like that. But she heard, she said the first day, so she had it Thursday. She had to she couldn't use that eye. She said she was just highly sensitive to light.
Yeah.
Yesterday, she said it was a little bit better, but she was still pretty sensitive to light. Like I said, she is to me still not the common patient because she is so much stuff going on with her. She didn't find out till like a couple years ago that she was extremely diabetic. She literally wasn't feeling well, went to the hospital. They rushed her in for a quadruple bypass surgery. She also was diagnosed as being high diabetic, so she's on insulin now. Just a whole lot going on with her, basically because she wasn't taking care of herself like she should have been. So that's why I'm concerned about the eye. Is that both her eyes were already really, really, really bad. The left eye had the cataract, but if she's planning on wearing a patch over her left to still work, so she'll be overworking to meet her right. That's just me thinking that.
Did they release her to work? Well,
they told her that they would prefer that she didn't, but because I mean, every patient is different, and normally a patient would be able to get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
my hysterectomy, I went back to work after 2 weeks.
But that's what they wanted her to take, 2 weeks. But she told them she just couldn't because she feels like there's just too much that needs to be done at work. So she says she's going to be honest and based on how she feels Monday, check in and let me know if she feels like she still is okay to work or if she needs to take more time. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. I just don't want her to, set herself back anymore. She literally just had 2 surgeries on her ankle. She had surgery. She hasn't been in the office in a year now. She had surgery on her ankle because it was fractured. They told her that she could start putting pressure on it again and try to walk. It refractured. I think it has a lot to do with her diabetes because her bones are very frail. They're weakening and things like that. She's just having a lot. So she had the second surgery. Now she's back putting pressure on it again. This time it's going better. I think they gave it a little bit more time, but they had to put like plates and spring, bolts and stuff they do in your foot. So now it's just she going through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she got a lot going. And Miss Sue, she ain't even that old. I think she might be 6 years older than me. So if I had to guess, maybe her early 50s. She's not that old. And she going through a lot. And I'd be like, honey. Whew. She's going through a lot. So I hope she just listens to her body because that's part of her problem. She's stubborn and she just wants to push through. And yeah. Oh, you back? Finally?
Oh, I'm back.
But yeah. But
yes, Miss Alicia, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It is. What are y'all? Is everybody doing any fall gardening? You growing anything, Tia?
I got some back there
for fall, or is it just still back there from summer?
So that okra is back there from summer. I'm just letting it do its thing, and that okra still producing flowers. For why, I don't know. Okra all hung over and laying down, doing all types of stuff. What okra? I ain't got no okra. It's too cold to be going in the garden back there. I have some type of peppers. I see some color back there, but
okay, you're still talking about summer stuff.
It's too. I ain't got there yet, Gina.
I'm like, where is the fall stuff?
I probably will go back there because remember I have found some cantaloupe.
Yes.
And I think the temperatures are starting to really dip.
Oh, you got to get it.
Yeah. So I'm like, let me at least go back there and see what happened to it. But I did plant greens, cabbage, Swiss chard, and kohlrabi, I think.
Nice.
It's something going on back there, but
nice.
I mean,
did I miss something, Miss Felicia? She said, Gina. Okra will grow until the weather kills it. Nice. I have 2 plants out there. They're both still producing.
I looked at it the other day and I'm like, why are there still
I only asked because I looked over. I got my cabbage in here because I started it in house. It's under the I don't even want to turn my camera under the grow light, and they're doing pretty good. They might be. I just watered them today, so I don't want to pull them out the tray that they're sitting on because I think there's water in there.
Don't mess with them. You have to post a picture on your community page.
Yeah, I just got water everywhere because I could hear it dripping onto my floor. But those are what they're looking like.
Okay, cabbage.
So this is my second go. My first ones didn't come up, but one plant. So I grew another set of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them in here. Yeah, 7.
I don't know. I don't remember how many I planted. I don't know what I planted where. I just know I planted some stuff. I think I might have took a picture because I was like, then I'll come back and put the labels in. But them temperatures dipped and I dipped. I'm done with outside.
See, I have collards out there. I have Swiss chard. I have kale. I have broccoli. I have bok choy, carrot.
I know I didn't do broccoli. I will never do broccoli again in my life.
And then I'll put the cabbage out there.
I did take a picture. I got mustard greens.
Nice.
Oh, I did some bok choy.
See?
I don't even remember.
I think I'm going to do some lettuce. Okay, so I saw, I can't think of her name. She's a really big gardening channel. Not that old, kind of younger. Probably if I had to guess, I say she's in her 30s, and I'm being generous, maybe her early 40s. white girl. Her and her husband have a huge piece of land. I think they're in South Carolina, and she invites people out to her land. They have like the she built a big greenhouse that's like why can't I think of the name of her channel? Anyway, she showed how she used one of those totes. You know, the totes that you'll pack up your summer clothes or your winter clothes when
Mm-hmm.
the sun's in. The clear ones, though, she will get a bag of garden soil, put it on the lid, cut a nice circle at the top of it. You want to make sure your sides are still kind of up and intact. You don't want them to be falling over. And then plant her lettuce seeds in there, and she grows lettuce all year round because you cover it with the clear part of um the tote,
Like a dome.
and it makes it like a greenhouse. Roots and refuge. Thank you, you Roro.
Thank
Why
you.
can't I think of
That is
her
true. Tia said it. They all do what
now?
you're
Her
talking
name came
about.
to mind. Her name is Jess. As soon as she said Roots and Refuge, I'm like, I cannot think of her name, her channel name. I love their channel. Oh, Miss Sue said it too. I missed that. Y'all all got it. Roots and
They
Refuge.
all got it, Tia.
If I, like I said, if I had to guess, I say she's in her 30s.
Miss Felicia was like, I know who you're talking about.
I actually really like their channel. They have animals in
The
it.
tote is in the ground. Okay.
No, it wasn't in the ground. It was on the ground. It wasn't in the ground. She put that video out. I think it's been a while, like a year or two back. But she took the lid. She showed how she did it. Set the lid down. Set the soil on top of the lid. Cut the top so she could be able to plant the seeds in there. Planted the seeds and then put the bottom part that would be the part where you would put your stuff in on top of it, like a greenhouse. Yeah, like that. Yes. So I said I might try that with some lettuce. To have lettuce year round, and you just cut and come again. That's what I did.
You didn't want to try lettuce in your hydro garden?
So what I think I'm gonna do is do the tote.
Y'all,
I'm not a fan.
y'all saw the shade.
I'm not a fan.
But I feel like if you try lettuce, I feel lettuce is my favorite because you can do the cut and come again, and it's right there. It's on my island. It's right there for me. Okay.
What? You got a new case? No.
Really, Miss Sue? I started watching her a couple years ago, maybe. I haven't been watching her that long, but I started watching them before they moved to where they're at now. Right before then, but because they used to live in Arkansas, I think, or something. And now they're in, I'm pretty sure, South Carolina. But they have like cows and horses and all kinds of stuff on that. They have acres and on top of acres.
Felicia said root or lettuce is great for hydroponics. I feel the same way. Like I can take all the stuff. I don't need to put anything else in the hydroponic. Just give me some lettuce.
Okay, listen to me, y'all. I think I would be fine because my issue is that I did peppers. I tried to do peppers and I did some herbs. I'm going to try the lettuce in there.
I like lettuce.
And then I'm going to let y'all know. But if it does not work out, I will be looking.
Then give it away. I still got my thing that I need to give away.
Give away what? What?
My hydroponic garden.
Oh.
Hey, this is still sitting in the same spot.
Before at the old house, but the new place and content just doesn't speak to me. I can see that. I don't watch them too much anymore. I don't watch them all the time, but I still watch them. I actually do. I still watch them.
Arkansas.
Yep, it was Arkansas. I don't watch them as, like I said, as much as I used to. It's another one that I've been getting, and I actually watch them probably more. And I don't know if their channel is that big. It might not even be as big as
Tina, my bad. I accidentally hit her.
What happened?
He talking about Monopoly.
Kodak, close the door.
He said, "Tell Gina my bad. I accidentally hit her." He talking about
That's
Monopoly.
the second time today. Lydia hit me earlier. Marcus, the only thing that will make me forgive you is if you just send me a whole bunch of stickers that I need.
Marcus just started playing. He ain't got those stickers.
God dang it.
Marcus started playing on the drive to Texas because I was like, "Take my phone. I need some shields."
Right. That part.
I had him playing all my games.
Now, this other couple that I like watching, they have a lot of property as well. I think his wife's name is Meg. I don't know his name though. And him and the kid, I was trying to find them real quick. I know y'all be knowing the channels. That's why I said it for the chat. But their content, I probably watch almost everything they put out. I really like theirs. They have pigs and chicken. I don't know if they have cows though. They definitely don't have horses.
So Miss Felicia said, "I still got some peppers, tomatoes, cilantro inside." Sue said, "It will work out. You can also do a bag of soil." I've seen the bag of soil a lot. The Holler family, been watching them doing
the Holler family.
this all as well.
Been watching them a long time as well. Yes, that's who I was talking about. They do have a cow. Okay. I do. I don't know why. I love theirs. And the kids are always involved. But I like them because it's not just the gardening and the take care of the animals, make cans. She cooks. So she shares like recipes of different stuff that she makes for her family. They have their own name for something. You know how it is when you got a dish that you just be making and don't nobody you be like, most people wouldn't understand this dish, but we love it.
Mm-hmm.
But she'll share that kind of stuff. I love it. She do kick her butt off. I like their now I probably watch almost everything that they put out. I don't know how. I know their channel is somewhat big. I don't know how big it is. I don't think it's as big as Jess and them, but I mean, I love their channel though. Yeah, she bakes bread
every day.
runs. She I mean, she does a lot. They are really trying to live off the land.
Mm-hmm.
They're really trying to do that. So they, for the most part, their stuff is coming from scratch. So they even are, I think they're going to try to grow. I know they do enough corn to make their own cornmeal, but I think they're supposed to be trying to do wheat or something so they can make their own flour. They are really trying to do that, like live off the land as much as they can, more organically. But I like them. I like their content. I watch them a lot. I have a lot of big channels I follow, but I don't always catch their stuff.
Right.
Like Roots and Refuge, I follow them, but I don't watch their stuff as much. I do watch it, but I'm not like every time I see her, I got to see the video. But when I see the Holler family, I'm like, what they talking about today? And they post every day. I think they drop videos every single day. And they're not long. Most of them are pretty to the point. But yeah. They've been around since 2017. They are a friend with Roots and Refuge. I can see that. I don't know who Justin is. I don't think I watch him. Sold and Lynn, all friends. Yes. I can see that. I could definitely see that. Now, Jess, I think does some of like the scratch and stuff like that, but I don't think she cooks on the level that Meg does. But I could be wrong. From what she shared, I don't think she does. Plus, she's running businesses. Like she actually runs Roots and Refuge. I don't know if that's the name of the business. I don't think it is, but she runs businesses. You know, I don't think the Holler family does. They barter and stuff, but I don't think they have a business. YouTube is kind of the business that's bringing in some money. But yeah. Anywho,
You said something about the bread, and it reminded me. So a couple of weeks ago, I made some of Trader Joe's banana bread,
mm-hmm.
and I felt like for boxed bread, it was delicious. I ate the entire thing. So we went to Trader Joe's yesterday, and I got all of their boxed breads.
Wow. See, I make banana bread, but I don't use. I make it.
I've never made it from scratch.
It's so easy.
I've never made it.
So easy. And you got the bread maker. You could just
I
make
know.
It's so easy.
I've never. Now KK has it's like a pumpkin apple bread, her healthy home, and that's really good too. And I'll probably be making that here soon, but I have to go back and find the video.
Yeah,
I know I do. I'll do that in the bread maker, but I've never made like banana bread or zucchini bread.
the main ingredient: bananas, some eggs, some flour, some baking powder, some probably a little salt.
Let's say probably some salt.
Yeah, some vanilla extract.
Or I can just get it from Trader Joe's.
Or you could just do it yourself, Tia Marie.
And add some water, oil, and eggs. Put it in the oven.
Oh, you girl, you probably would love that. What's the name did last year? I think Q Hudson, growing with Hudson.
Growing with Hudson.
Look, I was getting there. I'm like Q, you know Q.
Said all the names.
Yes, but she did it. She went and she videoed a lot of it, and it looked like it was a good time. It is, Miss Felicia. It's so easy. And I got some bananas in my freezer because I freeze mine when they get too ripe and I can't.
That's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. If they get too ripe and I'm not going to eat them in time, I'll freeze them. You can use them in your smoothies or banana bread.
Excuse me. I got pumpkin bread. I got apple spice bread. I got banana bread. And I will be making it all. And I think I said I found my apple butter.
Yes.
I need to make some more. I need to make some more apple butter, but tearing it up on that bread.
Yes. I still got some peach butter, and I just came across it and I was like, what is the
I need to look for mine. I have no idea where it is.
2 jars left. I came across it today.
But I was like, I will not be going into these cold months because usually like on a Saturday morning, I'll get up and start a fire and I'll make like something, cinnamon rolls or something I could put in the oven. I'm not cooking it. But I was like, I'm not going into these cold months without some apple butter and some peach butter.
Mm-hmm.
Put fresh cranberries in your pumpkin. I love cranberries and I will.
Yeah. I am going to make that. It depends on how I feel tomorrow because I got a hair appointment in the morning, so I probably won't be done with that until like sometime between 12 and 1. So I plan on putting a roast in the crock pot before I leave. That's what we're having for dinner. And guys, let me tell y'all something. If y'all were in my live where I shared that I was going to be doing the low budget for October and sharing my grocery what I'll get at the grocery store and all that kind of stuff in the video, it has not happened. Last week was so hectic and I was so low energy. Now part of it happened. The part of me eating out of my pantry is happening. The part of me videoing the things is not happening.
Videoing the things be a whole nother story.
It's a whole nother thing. So yeah, Fridays I don't cook. So we do still eat out on Fridays. Today I made stir fry for my husband, all from things I had, and I made a pizza for my daughter because I had some crust in the freezer and the packets of sauce. So all I had to do is add some cheese and pepperoni, which I had in my already had. Didn't have to buy any of that, and made that. So I will this week. I think the only thing I need to get through my week is some hamburger buns because I'm going to do burgers one day this week, and that might be it, y'all. I have
So
to think.
I made, because usually Marcus does not come home during the week. He's gone Monday through Friday, but because he didn't go back to work until Wednesday, he came home Thursday. So I was like, I'm gonna have to cook on the Thursday. Yeah. But Thursday I made stuffed pepper soup, and I already had it meal prepped. So all I did was take it out the freezer and put some broth to it. Friday morning, I got up and looked in the refrigerator. That soup was gone. Yeah. So I made chicken tortilla soup yesterday, all stuff that we had on hand. Just put it in the crock pot. But that's what I said. We ended up going out to we went out, so we still have chicken tortilla soup in there. But I really want a chicken pot pie from Costco.
I've looked at the chicken pot pies today when I was at Sam's, and I was like, yeah, no. Because I don't really eat it. My husband loves it.
Mimi doesn't like them, but me and Marcus will. And I'm like,
I mean, I'll eat it, but it's not something I'm looking for.
I want a Costco chicken pot pie, the big one. You just put
I
love it.
I make them for my husband every now and again, but I don't buy. I usually won't buy them because they are so big.
Yeah.
So, and Miracle won't eat it. She's like you with the whole casserole thing. So she likes all the components. Just don't put them in the same.
That's Mimi. Mimi will eat a casserole. I will not eat a casserole.
No, I will eat a casserole.
I will eat chicken pot pie. Mimi will not. Mimi will not
either.
She's not like
the components. Just don't put them together.
And I'll have to tell her, like, look, we're having chicken pot pie today, so be prepared to your own thing, because that's what we're eating. Miss Felicia, I found a jar with a bad seal. Scared to look at the rest. Aw.
When I did my beans last year, I ended up just the first batch I did, which was pinto. I think every one of those jars was a bad seal. But then I did red beans after that. The problem was, remember when I canned a day, I couldn't get my canner to pressure with the other stuff that was canning. So I did the beans the next day, and I think it just was too done. And I don't know. It just, they didn't seal. I would wait, and then I'd check one and pop right off.
I have not. I've been down in there. I've gotten stuff like the chicken tortilla soup. I got stuff out of there. I've been down there, but I have not checked. Like when I would go through and check every single one. I have not.
I do. And if I go to open something, it better give me. I cannot open stuff with my hand. Period.
I don't either.
That means it wasn't sealed well, because I cannot.
And that's when, like, even before it makes it downstairs, that's my tester. If I can open it with my hand, because I have to use the bottle opener, and I don't always hear that suck. Right. I don't always hear it, but I'm like, I know before I even get to open it, I know that I've done like my little.
I do that every time. Every time. I made some last weekend. I have a cousin that had surgery. And she had like a nice portion of her intestines removed. And I told her when she got home, I would prep her some food so she'd have some things to eat. So all the stuff that I cooked for her came from stuff that I already had in the house. I made her some gumbo. I made gumbo last weekend. I made her some gumbo. I made her, I had those meatballs that I prepped up. I made her some meatballs, and I put barbecue sauce on them. And I roasted some of my purple sweet potatoes that I grew. And I roasted some of the regular potatoes that I grew. I just diced, cleaned them up and cut them up and roasted some of both. And I did some of the meatballs with sweet potatoes and some with just regular roasted potatoes. And then I made her some salmon with some roasted potatoes. And I packed all that stuff up and took it over there. And I was like, you got meals to eat for quite a while. But all that stuff I already had.
My mom, you guys that don't know, my mom has cancer and is going through chemo. And she's about to go through another round this week. So today I went over there and she was making macaroni and cheese and dressing. she was prepping because like after the first week or so, like she's really knocked down. And she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have energy to do anything else. But she was prepping her food, and she had asked me, she said she bought too much like potato soup. And I was like, no, I'm not going to eat it. But I was like, let's put it in the freezer. Let's put it in.
That's what I told her.
I said, put it in small containers. And then that way you have your soup. And I'm like, we got all those stuff at the house. You have your soup, just take it out, put a little bit of warm water or something. So, now that she's kind of forced to having to do it, she is doing it.
Yeah.
More.
That was what I told her. I actually put hers in, the small containers. That I bought the ones that had the small section and the larger section, so I would have put vegetables or whatever there, and whatnot. But she looked at one container like it was salmon, and she was like, I can't. And it wasn't even a huge piece of salmon, y'all. It was a piece that you probably would eat in your serving. But she's like, I can only eat like half of that. Half of this, this is 2 meals for me. And I'm like, that's fine. Now, once she's one of my elder cousins. She's my mom's person. And I was like, that's fine. I said, now, if you feel like you're not going to get through these that quickly, freeze them.
Yeah.
You can freeze everything that I brought you. Gumbo, meatballs, all that. Sit them down in your fridge when you think you're going to have them. Then you just order them.
Yep.
It's all good.
And I know she doesn't really have ground beef. She's got gout too, so it inflames herself. So she doesn't do ground beef. So she really likes like turkey meatloaf. She is not a fan of my ground turkey though.
I'm not a fan of turkey at all.
But because she's like, well, I'm gonna make some spaghetti. She's giving me a list, and I'm like, all right, I got all that stuff in the house. I got ground turkey with peppers and onions. I got spaghetti sauce. I got pasta noodles. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna take. It's the same. It's the same. You're gonna taste it.
But it's not. I don't have. My issue is not against ground turkey. It's turkey. I don't like turkey.
You just don't like turkey, but we do a lot of stuff with the turkey. So it's, and I even told her because she'll make these turkey burgers, but she only wants them the way she wants them. And
like, she'll eat ground turkey. She just likes it a certain way.
She just didn't like the ground turkey that I had cooked up and then froze. She didn't like the reheating. And I was like, that's why I've told her, I was like, it's the exact same thing. But I'm like, if you make those turkey burgers, I can use the vacuum sealer and I can make them like individual for you. So you can have your turkey burgers without having to make it. Since you don't like the way me and my sister, we put ours together. You only like yours.
But it does taste different when it's thawed out. That's why I don't like turkey.
It's not thawed out.
It has a funky aftertaste thing going on.
No, it don't, Gina. No, it don't, Gina.
That's why I won't pre-cook my chicken either. Like I won't cook chicken and freeze it.
I will say I'm not a big fan of the canned chicken.
Now the canned chicken doesn't bother me.
It gives me canned chicken vibes.
It doesn't bother me. I can do the canned chicken, especially in my
I would rather have it with chicken. I would like the beef. Beef does not bother me. The canned beef, I'll eat that all day. But I had made something with the canned chicken, and I was just like, I feel like I bought this at the grocery store, and it's canned chicken. Like, I don't like it.
Now, I only use canned chicken for certain stuff. but it doesn't bother me. Like I love it in my chicken chili. So it's usually like a soup or a chili. It's gonna be that texture. It's gonna be that way anyway. It's perfect.
I knew mentally. I knew. I think what hit me first was the smell, and I was like, it smelled like I bought it at the grocery store. I was just like,
oh, like you bought canned chicken from the grocery store? I actually have canned chicken in my pantry from from Sam's Club and Costco. Yeah, I would buy canned chicken breast because I use it in my chicken chili, and I make that this time of year. And soups, I also, if I make a dip, so if I do a buffalo chicken dip or something for somebody's get together, I use canned chicken.
No. Yep, Aunt Tia, the canned chicken was giving canned chicken vibes. Didn't like it. Did not like it.
Yeah,
it was all that chicken. So I was like, well, we'll eat it. We're not gonna let it go to waste. But I don't ever have to can chicken again.
Yeah,
beef, I will definitely can some beef.
I haven't done the. Oh, you mean like the roast beef?
The roast, the little cubes.
I definitely
have done. We really like the canned ground beef and the canned ground turkey.
See, I haven't tried that. I don't have I freeze ground beef. I cook it and freeze it. Beef doesn't give me that funky taste. It's poultry that pretty much does it for me, but I'm like Miss Sue. I don't like the taste or smell of turkey.
It's funny how everybody is different because I don't think like you grow Rose, like I can all the time. I can chicken all the time. But I know Lydia, I don't think Lydia likes any canned meats. I don't think she likes any of it.
Yeah, I can.
Nina's like, she doesn't mind the chicken. I'm like, I don't like the chicken.
But I only eat it certain ways when it's canned. So it's I wouldn't have I wouldn't make it and have it like chicken and something for dinner. It's going to be like in a soup or a chili or something like that. Maybe even chicken and noodles. I haven't done it with chicken and noodles, but I can see myself.
I made chicken Alfredo. So I took the chicken and I drained it off, and then I heated up the chicken separately and seasoned it and everything. But
I wouldn't use canned chicken for something like that.
Well, thanks a lot.
Because when I make Alfredo, I like a Cajun type chicken. So I'll take my chicken breasts and I like to thin them. If they're thicker ones, I'll cut them in half. And then I do a Cajun seasoning on them and sear them in the skillet. Get that.
That's what I did.
But it's canned. It's not the same.
Well, yeah, it's not the same. I know
the canned chicken is already cooked. You're not cooking the chicken. It's already cooked.
I didn't like it. I like it. I didn't like it.
That's why you can't use it for stuff like that. Like if it's a soup, you don't need to really cook soup like that. You're gonna let your vegetables cook a little bit and throw that chicken in there and maybe some of those thin noodles you like that. And you got a chicken soup.
Yeah, because I do like the chicken soup.
That's the only thing I would see myself using, or my chicken chili. I love you heard me say it about 20 times. I love chicken chili though.
This is cracking up. Mimi says that the canned beef stew that I do, she says it tastes different because she'll be like, when are you making some more beef stew? And I'm like, we have some downstairs. Go eat it. It tastes different. It tastes no different to me.
I agree.
I can eat it all day.
I actually only have I have one jar left. I use that for beef and noodles. I did. What else did I make with that?
Ooh, beef and noodles sound good.
I did beef stew, like a beef and vegetable soup. Yeah, I was using that beef so much. Like I said, I have one jar left.
Oh yeah,
I definitely need to do that one again, but I can't do it this month because I'm budgeting.
Miss Sue talking to you.
Oh no, chicken chili? It's amazing. So it's so easy. It's so easy. And this is how I use that one and chicken tortilla soup. I used to get requested to bring that
I
to
love chicken tortilla
functions.
soup.
Any office functions. They like, are you gonna do your chicken? I'm like, oh, it's such an easy thing, so I do it. Chicken chili, I typically just use canned chicken because it's just easier. I rather do that than cooking the chicken because you got to then shred it and all. I don't want to do all that. It's already done if it's canned. Anyway, canned chicken, corn, any whatever beans you like. I like black beans. I like it's supposed to be a white chili, so you're supposed to use like the Great Northern or pintos. I've used whatever beans I want. I will use both. I will use white and black beans. I like beans. A can of Rotel, and I use the McCormick's chicken chili seasoning pack, and that's it. And let me make sure I'm not lying. Yes, that's it. So what I started doing with the chili is I also add a can of refried beans because it helps thicken it and give you a thickness like you're having chili, makes it more
That's
hard.
a good idea.
It doesn't make it uber thick. It just gives it a little bit. It almost look gravyish, like a thick, like your chili would look. I started doing that a couple years back, and I was like, because I was like, I want a thick. I like that hardiness of having chili. It was a more before that. It was kind of a little more brothy than gravy. So I add a can of refried beans to it, stir it in there, and it makes it like so hearty. It's so good. I use 2 cans of the if I would buy the grocery store canned chicken. So basically, I can my chicken in pint jars. I would use one of those of canned chicken. Drain the water out, throw the chicken in there. 1 can of Rotel, 1 can of corn, 1 to 2 cans of beans, depending on the person. If you like beans like that, I do. I use 2, and then the packet of 1 packet of seasoning.
I don't like it.
I love it.
My mom really likes it, and she's made it a couple of times, and I don't.
I love it. And I will serve. I usually have mine with. I'll put a little bit of cheese on there, and then I will get those hint of lime tortilla chips sometimes, and just have those with it. It's just so nice.
My favorite.
No beans in your chili, Miss Sue. Blasphemous. Chicken chili is delicious. You go roll. And
now, does anyone in their regular chili? Does anyone put pasta noodles, spaghetti noodles? Not like spaghetti, maybe like just a little bit. My mom does that, and I'll do it sometimes. I can take it or leave it. But I feel like that was probably something, you know how traditions are passed down. I feel like that was probably something that my grandma did to stretch it. Yeah. And then my mom did it. And then I just do it because people will be like, no.
I don't put it in there, but I have sometimes taken and made pasta noodles and put the chili on top of it and had like a chili spaghetti, almost like a 3-way you would get.
It's like not enough. It's not that much.
Exactly.
It's really just a little bit.
Other than that, I've never done it, but I've done it like a 3-way.
Cincinnati chili.
Like
yeah, I feel like
noodles with chili.
And I've even had people like, that's not chili. I'm like, that's what my mama did, and it's good.
I mean, I wouldn't say I would hate it. I just never have. Like I said, I've done noodles and put the chili over it, and then put some cheese and whatever else you might want, onions or whatever with it. And it's like what we have here, the 3-ways, like the Skyline, and I don't know.
I do not like Skyline. No, ma'am.
But it's not Skyline because Skyline makes it. They put that cinnamon or whatever in it, but it's still
that.
What I'm saying is, I do it as the concept of that. So I do it with my chili. With all the way that they do theirs. It's just not the same flavor. It's just the flavor of my chili.
Miss Felicia said the kids like noodles with their chili. Mimi likes, she'll get like a box of macaroni and cheese, the liquid cheese, not the powdered cheese, and like some ground beef and eat that. And I'm like, that's just hamburger helper.
Okay.
And she's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's hamburger helper.
She loves that. She loves that.
See, you grow Ross says she makes 4 ways at least once a month. So four
Okay.
way would be your noodles, your chili, your beans, and cheese, right?
Mhm.
Right, you grow. I'm sure that the beans is the fourth thing.
Chili and rice. I need to see a picture. I've never seen it.
What's the name does that? Skyline, but they also have noodle. They're
I've seen the
vegetarian.
noodle.
Their vegetarian bowl is the noodles with rice and black beans and cheese. I was like, why do we have rice and noodles? But that's what it is. Destiny loves it. I
I'm
was like,
saying
girl,
that's good. I'm looking at pictures. It looks good.
I couldn't do both. Give me rice or noodles. Don't give me
I
both.
agree. I don't think I could do both.
Mm-mm.
One of the two.
And I'm starting to think that I have I noodles are not for me. It might be what they're made with, but I
Mhm.
always feel bloated when I have like pasta.
Have you tried making your own?
No, I don't have the attachment for my KitchenAid.
Want me
Don't I
send,
need that?
you want me to send you the Amazon link?
You see how she's a pusher. She didn't care about my budget. She said, "Blow your budget. Get the
What's it cost
noodle
so much?
maker."
It don't cost so much. I remember we got it. We haven't done it. Did it like when we first did and haven't done it since. But that was probably one of the best meals.
I was gonna say, I'm definitely willing to try it.
We ground the beef. Like I got a roast, and me and Mimi we did it. This was before YouTube, so I didn't record any of it. But we ground the beef and we made meatballs, and then I used my pasta sauce that I canned, and we made the pasta and strung it out. Best meals I ever had, hands down.
See?
100% homemade.
I want to try it because I noticed lately like I don't like how I feel after I have pasta.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't eat a lot of rice, but rice doesn't do it to me. I do eat rice, I just don't eat a lot of it. I don't eat a lot of pasta. My carb of choice, if I can have it every day, would be potatoes. Period. Give me potatoes.
I like it all.
Beans is a 5-way. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of pasta either. Yeah, I do like a good um, spaghetti. Like just, I like mine just like kind of a marinara. I don't really like the meat. I'm not a huge meat eater either, guys. You know, I'm kind of picky when it comes to meat. Hence, the fact that I don't like turkey because of the smell and the taste. It's just something. The way they growing our meat these days, it just gives me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I be tasting the
Mm-hmm.
wrongness that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. So I'm very picky, and the stuff I buy now, I only get from the place that I go to until they start screwing it up and I start feeling the way about it. So I typically will find somewhere that does it organically and just pray that it continues to be what they say it is. If I can smell it when I'm cooking it, like you should not be able to smell your meat. It should not smell like anything. You should smell your seasonings and your veggies that you're putting in there. So onions and peppers, the fragrant stuff, but the meat itself should not be smelling. Just saying, like it's it's weird because it gives off not okay.
Really? Because like I'll smell meat. Like I know like you making some steak. Like I can smell it. And I feel like it's
So
or like bacon. You know, it
now,
has
pork is
man.
different. Pork is different. Pork is very yes, but like if somebody is making a steak, there are like to me other clues that it's a steak instead of something else. Like the fact that usually there's some onions and peppers and stuff involved.
I see what you mean.
Usually you're using a good oil and maybe some butter in there when you're cooking it. There's just some things that's happening. But I remember one time I bought meat. They were having a really good sale at the grocery store, and I had bought some ground beef, and I was cooking it, and it just I could smell it, and I was like, I shouldn't be able to. Growing up, I don't remember smelling the meat like it having a smell like a.
Hey, Homestead in the
I
Hood.
don't like it.
Oh,
Hey, Homestead in the Hood, how are you? We talking
we
about
talking
everything.
about a bunch of nothing and a little bit of everything.
Everything and nothing at the same time. You know what I'm talking about, Miss Sue? It's giving off smells it shouldn't. Like, mm-mm. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I noticed it mint. I've been in this house. We've been here 12 years. This I stopped buying meat unless it was what I felt it was that we were going to a German Baptist butcher who would said that their stuff was grain and grass fed. But I will tell you, when I cooked it, you did not smell it. You just didn't. I remember I fried chicken. I had some chicken from there, and I had cooked it. And I was like, babe, talking to my husband like, this doesn't smell like that stuff I was getting at the grocery store.
Rancid. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it just has a smell that's not right. And I was like, it's more expensive though. It was a lot more expensive.
Yeah,
it's worth it. And so the meats I buy, even when I get it at Costco, so far the meats I've gotten from there have been really good. If it changes, the quality changes, I will be out.
Same, and same, Miss Sue. I'm very picky with where I get chicken.
Really picky. Really picky. I'm picky with both chicken and beef, Miss Sue. Very picky with both.
You mentioned like steak with the onions and stuff. So we stopped at this place coming from Texas, and when I say it was so good, it was so good that I bookmarked the location so we could go back there. I had gotten steak and eggs, and it wasn't like a little sirloin. It was like steak, and it was seasoned, and it was cooked perfectly and wasn't dried out. Marcus got a double cheeseburger, and it was like what we would make at home. Yeah, so we coming back here.
See, and that's one thing I don't really eat though. I'm not a steak. I don't really like steak.
I am a steak person.
Yeah, he can eat. He definitely can eat a steak. I can
eat a steak now. I can eat. Yes. Give it to me.
I really forgive us. Is that one of your shorts?
No.
Oh.
I didn't do any. I didn't do any shorts on the way back because we didn't have no air conditioner.
That was probably irritable.
Edge control stopped working. Hair was popping all through. We were
over it. Hilarious.
So no shorts on the way back.
Hilarious.
On the way there, we cute and happy. On the way back, we was like,
that part. But yeah. And that's exactly what we done talked about. Everything and nothing at the same time.
We really have. We have been all over. And it's been 2.5 hours, Gina. I thought this was going to be a 15-20 minute live.
Listen. Oh, you grow roast. She did some shrimp Alfredo. Just saying.
Ooh.
Just saying.
You still in the house, bro? That sounds good. But I think if we don't make it to Costco to get that chicken pot pie, I might do some beef and noodles tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned that, and that sounds amazing.
Yeah. I'm definitely doing a roast. Just easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes. And that's all I do with the beef and noodles. It's just a roast. I just
Barely, Mike. Look. It's about to be a wrap because I got to get up in the morning.
Gina gotta get up in the morning. Gina gotta get her hair did.
I got to get my hair did. I
I
experienced a deprivation tech. Really?
Oh,
Today?
how'd you like it?
What is the MG? Is that magnesium? What's MG? Look, I'm not gonna act like I know. I don't know.
She said it was good too. That shrimp Alfredo.
It looked like it. I just saw it when I tapped on there on YouTube. Tell us more, Homestead in the Hood.
I'm waiting. Yes, magnesium.
Yeah, interesting. How was that?
I want to know how it was.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I've heard of deprivation takes, but I didn't know what what really happens with that.
We are patiently waiting. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, that's interesting. What you been up to? We haven't. I know I haven't, and I haven't been as active probably lately. But I try to pop in here and there and check out what's going on with people. I haven't seen anything lately. I know you put out a video maybe a couple weeks ago. I saw. I've done that. Nice. You've done it too, Miss Felicia.
Really?
Salt bath 1000.
Gotcha. It's nice. So what do you do it for? Is it to
I don't know. What's the benefits? What is it? What's the benefits in doing that?
Tina been busy getting her steps in. She sure has.
Following me on IG, Auntie. Watching me get my sis. I've been trying
with guided meditation. Nice.
Wow. I've been trying to get it together. This week, like I said, it was a low energy week. I felt exhausted all week, but I think it was a mental exhaustion. Just a lot of work stuff, getting ready for our fiscal year ended. So we were getting ready, getting things done that had to be done by fiscal year end. It's just been, yeah. And it's every year, so it's not new.
I said that I will be getting back into it. I fell off, was gone. But I was like, all right, Monday, we back on it. Especially as much as I ate this weekend.
Yeah.
Removes all distractions, just you and thoughts.
Look, I don't have a problem doing that. I do that a lot, especially when I'm getting my steps in. I literally that's my favorite type of cardio because my mind clears and it's just me and I know a lot of people struggle with that. They don't like to be with their own thoughts, but I do.
See, I feel like I would be like, I need to write this down.
I mean, that might be because my creative stuff starts happening here. Ideas come to mind and stuff. I am on a detox program, which includes detoxing from heavy metals and parasites.
Okay.
Nice.
Weightlessness. Okay.
Some use it for transcendental medication, etc. I don't even know what that is. That's a very big word. That's what it is. And I tried to say it.
Yeah, I did not. I read it.
Why I tripped all over it. Transcendental is what we're gonna say. I probably still said it wrong, but I tried. Walking activities. Oh, walking active. I think that's supposed to say activates the. Yes, that it does. I just it's just my favorite form of activity. Period. On the ocean in the dark, but it's enclosed. But it is enclosed, so but I don't want to. I don't want to float on the ocean ever. I wouldn't be able to be in my own thoughts. Just let me walk. I said it right. Ah! Thank you.
I said it right in my head.
Listen, that was a big word. Mm-mm.
All right, guys, we're gonna get off of here. I'm hungry. We got pizza in there. I'm hungry. And Gina gotta go to sleep. So we gonna get off of here though. But bye-bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night. Night, Auntie.